one's nice because we get to wear whatever shoes we want.
And 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hi, welcome to The Filler. I'm Catherine.
I'm Chelsea, and today we're talking about the 5 stages of new parenthood. So I've had the joy of watching Catherine be a new mom to an almost 4-month-old baby girl, and I've watched her go through a lot of different phases. And the other day I made a joke that it was kind of like going through the 5 stages of grief. So we're gonna walk through those on how it relates to new parenthood. Take it away.
Okay, so stage 1 of the 5 stages of grief / new parenthood is denial. And my husband and I definitely experienced that. You're like, oh my God, is this really happening? My life's never gonna change. Everything's gonna stay the same. We even planned for like 2 days after her birth to like do a game night. Like honestly made reservations. We're like, oh, we're gonna go to game night. Nothing's gonna change. So denial is number 1, and we absolutely experienced that.
I mean, just even the way that they would talk about things too, like while she was pregnant, she was like, oh yeah, like, oh, I'll be around for that, or like, oh yeah, that should be so fun. I'm like, you won't be sleeping.
Yeah. So we definitely, went through the denial phase, and then we ended up in stage 2, which was the anger stage. When you're overtired and not sleeping, and this new person needs all of your attention and love. And yeah, and I am of course like miss all over my baby kind of mom. I'm there every second of every day. So you get overtired, which leads to being angry. And you definitely have communication issues of like, when you're tired, I might be like, tomato, and he's like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, I don't know, I don't need a tomato. But like, you do really weird things, and you get frustrated, and you get really angry, and like down on yourself and each other. But you at least get through that stage, and then you start bargaining. And so the 3rd stage is bargaining, which I 100% hit after anger. I was like, I'm hitting a wall. We need to have help. We need to get someone to get my mom to fly out here, my dad to fly out here. We need to get someone like a nanny to come help us. So we would like bargain on like, you take the mornings, I'll take the night. You take this 3-hour shift, I'll take that 4-hour shift.
Which I totally saw too, because I'd be like, oh, Catherine, do you want to hang out? And she'd be like, yeah, well, I get like a couple hours now because Mike went to the gym yesterday, and this. It's like they totally like time and help was it was like such a give and take. It was literally like playing a game. Like it'd be like, all right, well, I put chips in for watching her for, I woke up in the middle of the night this time, so now it's your turn.
And the bargaining phase is funny because you like value time. So I'm like, well, the gym time is worth like 3 hours with Chelsea. So your 1 hour at the gym is worth this. And then like my girl time was worth Mike's time out just like basically driving around with Chelsea's husband. But it was worth it to him.
So which is definitely their favorite activity.
Yeah, they just drive around together. But so after bargaining, there is a little slump, I would say, once you like feel like you start to have it together. There is a little bit of like a depression where you're like, okay, well, we have it all together, but you still are just sad that like, everything is being pulled in a million directions. You have family, you have friends, you have this new baby, you want to spend all of your time with the baby, then you feel bad like, well, I am taking time to see my friends, so I'm taking time away from her. And you do start to feel guilt that you're pulled in all of these ways, and you need the time, but it does make you get a little down on yourself.
Yeah, and I think you get definitely like some kind of like almost like Stockholm syndrome. Like you're like inside your house so much at this time, and like it's like,
and we
and you want to keep the baby obviously away from like germs, and especially before they get their shots. It's like it's hard to bring them around to other kids or just out in general.
Yeah.
So it's like you're inside, you have the temperature perfect all the time. So it's not like you even have your windows open usually.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, I feel like it's just, it gets like, and you're like, you value the baby sleeping so much that you have to be so quiet, and you really lose out on the me time.
Absolutely.
Because the only me time you get is your sleep. Like that's like, you're like, okay, the baby's sleeping, let me try to nap right now, or like, let me try to shower, because like, who knows when the last time I did.
Absolutely, no, and I went through that, and going through that when you like haven't showered, and you haven't even gone to the bathroom some days, it's really weird, but like too much information, but you just like forget, you put your baby first, or at least I did, and you can get into a little bit of a funk. So the fourth stage is definitely very similar, I would say, to depression. But then the fifth stage is just acceptance. It's accepting that this is your new life.
Yes.
And that you love your new life.
And I think right around the 4-month mark is when it's like, okay, we have a pattern.
Yeah.
Like we have like a routine and a pattern.
Absolutely.
And like then like you can start, then you feel a little bit less guilty when you're like, all right, you know what, like yeah, I'm gonna go out and do this. And because even though they change so much, it's like the changing doesn't feel as rapid as like when you first bring the baby home from the hospital, and like every minute it seems like they're changing.
And so accepting this beautiful new life that you have is wonderful. And although the 5 stages of new parenthood are similar to the 5 stages of grief, in the end, it really is amazing. And Chelsea gets the benefit of seeing my cute little bibs.
Yeah, without having to go through the stages. So let us know what you think. Did you go through these 5 stages of new parenthood? Did you get stuck in one of them longer? How long did it take you to get through the stages? We don't just want to know, like we need to know.
Absolutely. So please leave a comment and let us know. And today is brought to you by, unofficially,
yes, by Live a Little Really Ravishing Red, because this will help get you through every single stage. And it's organic. And then what are you wearing today, Catherine?
Today I am wearing a black shirt by Theory and a rag and bone jacket.
And my outfit's so lame. I think the shirt's from H&M circa 2010.
Hey, love it. All right. Thank you so much for watching.
And we're off.
Seriously though, I need the last one.
Oh my god, right? Like, I didn't drink for a year with her, and not a sip of wine. And then all of a sudden I was like, yeah, I could use a
Remember
glass.
the first night we went to dinner with you guys and like
wasn't
was
sure.
sitting at the table too. You guys had like your phone watching her on the
That
table.
was so embarrassing. We had like the camera out.
I feel like you had one sip of wine and we're like wasted.
Yeah,
I was
I
like,
did.
wait, is she getting something different than me?
No, I only had like 3 sips of wine, and you guys were like, you have to have something.
I was like, I saw my second drink being like, I'm not feeling the same Catherine.
yeah. It was, after it was a year of not drinking, it literally, you have a couple sips and you're like, whoa, I can't handle this.
It's so funny.
But yeah, P.S.
Yeah, your
that,
tolerance.
That was embarrassing that we had the camera.
Oh my god,
On
and
the
Mike was
table.
like, shh.
I
And,
was like,
staring down at her again as if you left
Now
her
that
by
I think
yourself
about
as
it,
your mom.
I
Like,
know.
your
Now that I
mom's
think about
obviously
it,
quick to
I'm like,
ledger.
we were crazy people. Who puts the camera on like a restaurant table?
I know.
That was, I'm so sorry.
I mean, I say you're crazy now, but who knows? I'm sure I'll be the same.
Yeah.